Too excited. I am Mychal Guzman. You're witnessing history. This is Fantastic Tangent, Season 2, Episode 2. Applause. How was that this time, man?
Again, faster and more intense.
I am Mychal Guzman. You are witnessing history. This is Fantastic Tangent, Season 2, Episode 2. Applause.
That's not an applause. You think you're doing well, but you know what? When you're out there and you're with the real people around, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. I still sense that tinge of despair. It's still coming across as apparent. When you actually do the show, I think, everybody, like many people might get through it, but there's gonna be a few. You're not gonna sell it enough. You need to try. Try again. One more time.
I am Mychal Guzman. You're witnessing history.
That's good what you did there when you acted like that there was people and you looked around for everybody. That's good. Stick with that.
Well, let me fucking finish. All right.
Stop that. Stop that. No more encouraging.
All right. So, thankfully, my friend Anthony Toups here interrupted because my plan was to do a meta type thing where I was going to go the whole hour and act like I was going to pitch ideas and be rehearsing for the show as I actually did the show.
Please, God, no.
Common sense dictated, like, people are not into this meta shit, so actually just get to the real show. Everybody, round of applause for my friend, improv genius, Anthony Toups. A lot of you do not know Anthony Toups. You weren't here last week when he talked about the beginnings of his origins and his birth and everything in his younger years. You can go on YouTube to check that out. However, the story is going to continue, and he's now going to tell more of his origins from where he left off. Keep in mind, this is all true, and this is him. This is just me letting him tell his life story. So go ahead and tell him more about yourself.
I have seen this before, actually. Okay. So, unlike my father, Pa Toups, I felt a deep connection to nature. At every opportunity, I absconded from the family farm and escaped into the surrounding woods. I would leave with nothing but the clothes on my back and a few books to study or for kindling if the book was fucking lame. My brothers were tasked to hunt me down and return me back to the system dictated by my parents. For the first few years, I went willingly since my survival skills had not yet been honed. This changed by the time I turned 14. My brothers resorted to increasingly violent and dangerous methods to capture me, since I had found more masterful ways to evade them. The situation came to a crux when I was discovered on one of these haunts by my cunning older brother, Howard. I did not hesitate to kill him. As I consumed his spit-roasted flesh one evening in these woods, I knew that it would be time for me to move on. I returned to the farm and accepted the formal expulsion from homeschool issued by Toups School District, aka TSD, aka Ma Toups. My sisters appealed this decision, but my parents were both adamant and voted nay. And that is when I acquired the nickname Nene.
Nene. Some discouraging side effects. Side effects such as?
Well, I think they add actually to the benefit. So there's a side effect of basically having an uncontrollable desire to eat goat cheese.
There's also a side effect that is known as donkey neck. You'll have to look that up for yourself. Other side effects include...
So I did hear once one of a person who went to sleep on it once, and then the next morning they had an actual, apparently they had an actual crown on their head.
A literal crown?
Yeah, a literal crown. No idea where it came from. Turns out they were arrested a couple of days later. Not sure if those things are connected or not.
I heard the side effect, inconsiderate asshole hackeritis. And that's when hackers schedule an event and they run over their time and they take over the room that you were supposed to be using to do your live show.
I can't believe that would happen, man. That seems too far-fetched.
There's more unfortunate side effects to Ambien, but we will move on to the next segment.
We just have to make sure that everyone knows those things.
Yes, thank you, Ambien, for your support. We're having a raffle once again. You may have an opportunity to win. Prize is sponsored by Ambien. The raffle tickets are there. If you guys want to grab a couple, you might win. Thank you for coming. Next segment is I Am Anthony Toups. I fucked up the order of the show. He's already done that. But go ahead and read it again. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Unlike my phone.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next segment. Dream interpretation. So I personally, no joke, very seriously, am a big fan of dreams. I believe dreams should not be excluded as part of your life experience because as you remember them, you still live through them, so they're part of what your life is. So dreams are important to me. I understand the whole thing about how I don't want to hear you talk about your fucking dreams because you're not going to describe them in a way that's interesting enough to make me want to, what the fuck, Chuck? My slides went away. All right. The hackers, yep. There you go. Immediate response. Let's show him.
We gotta do something about that.
Yeah. All right, so dream interpretation. I was very pleased to learn that Toups has a background in dream interpretation.
I do, 100%. Got a degree, 2 degrees, 3 degrees.
One for each armpit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
No, I'm really interested in your dream.
All right, so based on time, we'll just do one dream for now.
Okay.
And this is a real dream that I had, and his interpretation is going to be professional and based upon educational background.
Empirical evidence and study.
All right. The picture you see here is where I live. It's the landing outside of my apartment. It's to illustrate that I live on the 2nd floor. This is crucial, what you're seeing right here, and you on YouTube, what you don't get to see, and what now the audience is seeing because the picture went away again.
Hackers.
So I live on the 2nd floor. My name is not Luca. Anyway, in this dream, that landing is vital because I opened the door, I look outside, there was a ton of people there, and there was this tiny girl. She was like the size of a doll, and she was up on the top of my landing right there, and she was in this pink dress with white polka dots, and at some point, a little like puppy came running up the landing, and bumped into this little tiny girl. This little tiny girl got thrown from the top of that landing and started to fall towards the ground in front of me and in front of a crowd of people that were not waiting, they just happened to be outside. So we're all just basically witnessing this child about to die right in front of us as she falls. What's interesting is at the last second, her dress puffs open like a parachute right as she's about to hit the ground, and she lands safely like in mid-run and just runs off like laughing like, like she never felt any sense of danger. So we all thought we were about to see this little girl die, literally this little tiny girl, and she just ran off down the parking lot like it was nothing. And that's the dream.
All right, there's a lot going on here. I think first we need to go and concentrate on the little girl's dress. I mean, you said it was polka dotted. It's just like that rucksack I had when I was a child.
The bindle.
Yeah, the bindle.
Yeah, the hobo.
When I left that nest.
So why are you making this dream about you?
It's always about, look, I've got 3 degrees.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I've got 3 degrees.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
I see to your expertise. Continue.
Right. So I think, like, I've told you that story before, and I feel like you've kind of incorporated it into your own psyche in that.
Okay.
It's that girl represents, your sense of freedom and ability to accomplish stuff, and then the dog is just everybody around you that it interrupts you.
It's so rude when people interrupt.
Everyone around you being, it is. You should stop doing that.
I've been told that.
Seriously, man.
Okay, so is that the end of the interpretation?
No, I got one. Okay, so everybody interrupting you basically knocks you over the edge.
Oh, Knockman.
Yeah, Knockman. I did that to him. And everyone like knocking you over the edge, interrupting you, messing up your groove. And at that point, the very last point, you go and save yourself with some weird Deus Ex Machina kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I totally mispronounced that.
It's fine. As long as I understand what... You know what we're talking about.
I'm the expert here. You will accede to my pronunciation in all things.
Very well.
And everyone just watches and does not help. And that's the way it is. I think that really indicates more of a nihilistic view on your part about everything.
I've been asked...
You know?
Well, I've been told that I'm a nihilist, but I don't really know what that means, so... Fuck everything.
You may know what it means. You have any questions about any particular part of the dream?
I was just... I was wondering about... Because lately in dreams... I've been having a situation where there are a lot of people either in or around my apartment. They're just there. Like the dreams I've had is not like an isolated thing or just like one other person. It's been like a ton of other people, Mexicans. And I'm just wondering what that's about.
Have you been watching The Walking Dead?
I have.
There you go.
Boom! Nailed it! Thank you, Toups. Next segment. Who this is. Recently, the New York Public Library released a ton of photos, like 180,000 photos, completely free, public domain, fair use. However, in their research, they have not figured out who some of these people are in these photos. So, Toups here has been given the task of explaining to us who this is. Pictures from the New York Public Library stock photo gallery. So, Toups.
I know exactly who this is.
Who this is?
His name is Edward Sharp. He's was once a coal miner, but now is in fact a gentleman who just tends a rose garden in the back of the chicken sandwich shop on 4th Street.
So this man is still alive.
Yeah, he is.
Why does he have such an old fucking camera then? Because that looks like it's from the 1600s or something.
You don't know about the filters, man.
Oh, the filters. True. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way they get you. But yeah, totally still alive. You can go back over there. Definitely nice roses. He'll give you. They're a little bit more expensive than HEB, but you know.
So how'd you find out about him?
I don't really like to discuss why I'm behind the chicken sandwich shop.
Fair enough. I thought it was a time-traveling older Ian McKellen, but I guess you know what the truth was.
Yeah, I do.
All right, well, who this is?
So
I know it looks like Frederick Douglass, but it's not.
That's not Frederick Douglass?
No, so tell me, who this is?
So I like
what this is? Thank you.
So that guy right there, his name is Samuel Johnson, and he's no longer on the TV.
Don't worry about that.
I like your...
We're now in the middle of a heated hacker feud, apparently.
You may have also heard of him as Albert Johnson.
Albert Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay.
He invented the soda pop.
The soda pop.
Right.
The soda pop. He didn't invent soda pop, he invented the soda pop.
No.
Which is an action that you're describing, which is when you soda pop.
You soda pop. Like, you pop, but not all the way. You soda pop.
So once you pop...
You can't stop.
Okay. Let's clear that up then. Very well.
All right. Yeah, anyway, became famous for that in about 1876. Did not do anything significant the rest of his life.
Is he part of your lineage? Are you related to him? Albert Johnson?
Honestly, can't say.
All right. So, Toups, who this is?
That is Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay. I'm not familiar.
She was in a relationship with Richard Burton a while back. They didn't really get along all that well. Married several times, divorced several times. Couldn't get enough of each other. Couldn't stand each other.
They married each other several times.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, okay.
Yep. It was pretty fucked.
She... All right. So Elizabeth Taylor. I did not know the New York Public Library was so fucking inept they could not recognize Elizabeth Taylor from photos.
Look, I just call it like I see it.
Okay. Next segment. On fleek, on bleak. So we all know on fleek is something that's great. It's on point. You're making it happen. On bleak, my own creation, is the opposite of that. You're in bad shape. So this week, Toups, you shall begin. What's on fleek?
So on fleek is the term for having nice eyebrows, getting them done. They're pretty good. But we use it more of a general sense of things that are good. And this week, something caught my eye. I heard that Google had actually released an AI program that was able to play the game Go better than human grandmasters at Go, which is ridiculous.
Yes. The singularity approaches.
I know, right? And pretty soon...
Who even plays Go anymore?
No one plays Go.
Jesus. I mean, Jesus doesn't play Go anymore.
Yeah, no, he does not play Go. But the point is that chess has the combinations of apparently 2 to the 40th power of different position pieces, and Go has about 10 powers higher than that. So the fact that the computers are
naughty shit.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Skynet's coming. We'll all die.
All right, so
that's cool.
So what's on bleak?
So the I don't know if y'all are familiar with the idea. So here's the idea: you have caffeine. You usually get it with coffee, right?
Yes.
It turns out that HEB sells caffeine just in pill form.
Pure caffeine pills.
And
oh shit!
You can just buy that for like $3 for like 200 pills. And
$3 for 200 pills?
Like close enough, okay? I didn't actually count.
No, I'm surprised. I'm astonished. I wasn't trying to fuck with you. Sorry.
It's really cheap.
Put it in toothpaste. Put it in a toothpaste.
Like you can grind it up and put it in anything. And I don't know about that personally.
Have you ever tried to put anything into a toothpaste tube? We always squirt toothpaste out, but have you ever tried like reverse toothpaste?
No, that's like against nature.
Sprinkle it on your toothbrush? Put your toothbrush into your toothpaste tube.
Put the toothpaste on your brush and then put the sprinkles on your brush.
Put the toothpaste on your brush and then put sprinkles on the toothpaste.
Yeah.
Sugary sprinkles that are dental health.
Yeah.
So fuck your teeth up as you clean them. Okay. Caffeine pills somehow led to a discussion about toothpaste.
Maybe you could put the caffeine pills on the toothpaste.
You can sprinkle the caffeine pills on a birthday cake.
Okay,
as if kids don't already have enough energy as is.
That is one of the things that would be on bleak, which is part of the reason why I said it was on bleak.
Okay.
Anyway, it's very easy to overdose on caffeine pills.
Big
especially
surprise.
if you're not really thinking about it. You're just like, well, it's okay. Like, it doesn't really seem to have affected me because 200 milligrams of caffeine is about what you get in a coffee cup. Then you take another couple because they're small and it's not going to affect you. And then by the next time you have taken 6 and you've already taken the coffee, you drink coffee with that because how else are you going to swallow them? And at that point you're having like some heart arrhythmia and...
It's like the vibe of the people in here right now. Everything's so fucking high energy. It's crazy. It's hype. It's hype. Hype AF.
I have done that at least once, and I have not done it since. So, just so you know, cautionary tale, Anthony Toups.
Thank
So that's
you.
on Blake.
All right, so my on fleek this week
Is
I have a couple of people who attend the show on a regular basis, and I'm very grateful when people take the time to come out and actually appear here. And I wanted to give thanks, and I think that it's very on fleek that they take the time to consistently show up. So,
pandering.
I've made certificates of attendance. And the people that got these certificates for being here consistently are not here tonight. So,
Can I have one?
you can have one. The first one is Michelle. You know who you are. So congratulations for your certificate of attendance. And the second one is Olive. Olive, thank you for coming. I know it's very hard to get out here, so here's your certificate. And I won't let Toups tear that up, please. So that was what was on fleek. The irony. On bleak,
sorry.
I was alerted today that my namesake is being used for evil.
Evil.
My name is Mychal. It's spelled M-Y-C-H-A-L. Normally when people see it, they think it's Michael. That's fine. It's understandable. You go with what you know. I was sent a message from one of my online friends today that my namesake was in peril because somebody with the same spelling of their first name posted a video. This video was of a guy doing a song called Dance Like a Retard.
No.
It's a rap song shot mostly in the parking lot of an apartment complex.
No.
Yes, where they're just
In Corpus
like,
Christi, right?
oh, damn, go retard, go retard. That's part of the hook. Go retard.
You can stop. No, stop.
Oh, yes. It wasn't even fucking funny. And I guess it's viral now, and it was posted by this guy named Mychal with the same spelling, Jones.
Michael.
Which is lame because there's already a Mike Jones out there. Who? I mean, his time has passed. Mike
Exactly.
Jones.
There's no Mike Jones.
You don't remember that rapper? Who? Mike Jones. Somebody knows who Mike Jones is. Thank you. Mike Jones.
What's his phone number?
Shit, I don't know. He asked me what the phone number was. I'm supposed to know because that's what he's known for, giving out his phone number. Damn it.
Not on point.
So this guy posted the video, and I'm just having to process this because I'm trying to turn the spelling from just, oh, this is a variation, it's Michael. My legacy, if I was to ever have one, is for forever this spelling to be Mychal. If I have to do it nefariously, like Hitler style, I gotta do what I gotta do. But it just saddens me to think that there's plenty of other people with this name, and they are being basic. They're like, look at these posts, man. These are the posts, like, if your friends were to post stuff like this,
They just murdered that.
you'd never yes, this is his
trust a bitch Who
Facebook.
gets musty in cold weather.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Like, look at this ratchetness, this male ratchetness. It's depressing.
Taxes.
And it's just the stuff, like, look at this. Tricks are for who? Run that shit, little nigga.
Don't get me wrong, I like tricks, but
Imagine if you
I don't
had this
think
on
I
your feed, man. Like, look at, people post this, and look, he has children.
look, born January 17, 1982.
And I know people might take umbrage with the fact that I'm putting up his real Facebook, but keep in mind, all this shit is public, so he wants you to see this.
America's Most Petty.
Yes. So this is my oblique for this week.
Okay, just don't go too extreme on fixing that problem.
Yes. Anyway, continuing on, let's move on to the next segment, which is, what is it? Oh, the continuation.
Ah, yes.
Many of you weren't here last week for the beginning of Solutions. It started out as just a way for us to give advice to people, but it's developed into something more. Instead of just providing advice, we decided what we're going to do with Solutions is we're actually going to take action in our own hands and actually enact the solutions to ensure a successful outcome. Last week we were approached by a man His problem was he works a seasonal job. The job was finished and he completed it to task. He did his duty. The boss has failed to provide him with his proper compensation.
That appropriate remuneration.
Remuneration.
Yes, all of the money.
Of pecuniary units.
Yeah.
What other arcane money words can we use?
Money.
Moolah. Ducats.
Cashola.
Oh, good night. Have a nice night. Thanks for coming.
Too desperate.
Yes. So, we have endeavored to begin the long con to ensure that Andrew gets paid. The picture you see here, especially you on YouTube, the picture you see here,
You don't see a picture.
we have tracked down his boss. He was easy to find. He was the only Asian man with the fucking handlebar mustache in a 500-mile radius. So, we've tracked him down. We kind of scoped out. We've discovered who his wife is. And that's as far as we've gone thus far. So we're still debating what the next move is going to be. But stay tuned next week to find out how we continue to provide
More information
solutions.
about handlebar.
We're supposed to say solutions at the same time.
Solutions.
So we find out how we'll find out more
Next week.
next week. We provide solutions.
On point.
Okay. This looks like a set of measuring cups and mixing bowls
It does. Why would you put that on here?
because there's more to it than that.
What could there be more?
What you are looking at is a family.
A family. Just look, there's the bowl, the adults
This-
who care about their children.
Yes. This family is very sad
Why would they be sad?
because there's a missing family member.
Who is it?
It's Uncle Rip.
Uncle Rip.
His name's not Rip, it's Rip for rest in peace. They call him Uncle Rip because he does so much crazy outlandish shit he could die any day.
And they're missing this perfect gentleman?
Yeah, you like having a crazy person around, you know, kind of spice up your life and everything.
Okay, so what caused this tragedy?
What caused this tragedy was a New Year's Eve party.
The New Year's Eve party. Okay, tell me about that.
My woman, who I love very much, happens to be very adept at making homemade guacamole. So she decided it would be a good gesture to make some guacamole and take it to this New Year's Eve party. So we used Uncle Rip as a transportation device.
That sounds downright nice.
It is. It is. Be as it may, we wound up drinking some homemade moonshine, made far too much guacamole, and being altruistic, we decided, well, we'll let them enjoy this on their own time, and we'll just leave the guacamole here, and I'll get the bowl back eventually.
Uncle Rip's an adult.
And look at this family; it's a nice family. It's a really nice bowl, right?
Yeah.
It's not just a plastic bag or some Tupperware like, it's easy to lose. Like whatever, I can let that go. It belongs with this family.
It's like they're all color coordinated. That is like some serious.
And they're made of Bakelite, which is fucking elite as shit for fucking cooking purposes.
Okay. Yeah. No, I get it.
So this picture and this time out we're taking in the show, which has been hilarious all the way through so far,
I'm enjoying it.
is a plea for whoever may have this bowl. I just want it back. There's no questions asked. The's no blame. Just bring Uncle Rip. Just bring Uncle Rip home.
I have intelligence that the person who has this bowl is actually in the audience right now.
Where? Show me. You!
Oh!
Dirty Larry!
Oh, Larry!
Where is my bowl?
It's in my dishwasher.
It's still in your fucking dishwasher? Oh. You know what? We're going to leave that for now. And we're going to abandon the show for now. Because I appreciate people coming out to the show and friends being here, especially this late hour on a Thursday. I have a request that just came in, hot off the press. This is something that I thought would no longer be topical, but Bill Cosby still manages. Wait, that's correct, isn't it?
Still manages.
I didn't even fuck up. So Bill Cosby still manages to remain in the news. I had this theory when all this stuff started circulating. So when you hear about these allegations against Bill Cosby, like, oh, there's these 40 women, they need to, everybody's speaking out, they're saying all this stuff. There's really, when it comes down to it, there's only one woman who needs to speak out. So my question is, where was Camille? Where was Camille?
I am completely lost on this subject.
Camille is the wife of Bill Cosby.
So that's what I got from Wikipedia right now.
And in several of these allegations, they talk about going to Bill Cosby's brownstone home. Who should be living with their husband in Bill Cosby's home? Camille. So where was Camille?
Not in Bill Cosby's home.
This is my theory. You're married to this dude a long time. You know what's fucking happening.
Okay.
So she's just turning a blind eye to all this shit. Speaking of blind eye, what the fuck is up with your eye, man?
This fucking shit.
I never asked you. I've known you for years.
It's natural, okay?
Okay.
And basically, I just have a muscle in there that's weaker than the other ones that are normal. And I've had that since I was born, so, get over it.
Okay. Fair enough.
You have Daredevil powers?
Somebody in the audience asked if he has
test
Daredevil
me.
powers. For some reason, I don't understand that.
You don't
because
wanna-
blindness?
You don't want to
He's
test
not
me.
blind.
I'm not blind.
I know, but
I only asked that because
I close my
question
good eye.
because we met a guy on Tuesday night, and we had only been talking. We don't know this dude. We only met him, talked for about 15 minutes, and he just straight up said, "Hey, what's up with the eye? How fucked up is that?"
My reaction went, not this fucking
Yeah. I've known this dude for years. It's like whatever. It is what it is. There's no. Hey, what is that? I'm anti asking about the obvious.
His name was Anthill.
His name was Ant Hill, and he says wasn't in past tense, which makes me worry because I haven't heard from him since I emailed him. So you didn't do anything to him for asking that question, did you?
Don't worry about it.
All right, fair enough. So, as I was saying, Camille, I think that she knew what was going on, and Bill just said, "Hey, look, this weekend, just kind of go do your own thing, take your trip to the Cayman Islands, whatever, and don't worry about it."
Don't worry about it.
Has anybody ever seen Picture Pages?
yes.
What is Picture Pages?
Picture pages, time to get your picture pages, time to get your crayons and your pencils.
Nope.
It was before their time, the crowd says. Is there a crowd here tonight? Can I get some sort of indication that there are people watching here right now?
Bring back the hackers.
He's not booing, he's saying Toups, Toups.
That was actually surprising. I'm appreciative.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, no.
Are we back in this?
Almost in this. There's the bowl. Haven't forgotten about that.
Yeah, we haven't forgotten about that bowl. And it's easy to copy paste the slide on to next week's. I don't get that bowl.